So you want to be a mage and no rest for the wicked. Let me help you out a bit. Obviously, this video is gonna contain some spoilers, so you have been warned. Here is how magic works. Above your health, you have your focus bar. This will count as your mana. Your focus bar will fill up as you hit enemies. The spells, or runes as they are called in this game, are linked to your weapons. Some weapons always have the same runes on them, and on some weapons you can put on your own runes. Some weapons are a mix of both. You can use your rune attacks by pressing R2 and then the button linked to the rune attack you want to do. Some rune attacks you can charge, but not all of them. If the first weapon you get is the staff, I recommend not using it to clear the area, since it's pretty bad for that. Create a new realm or buy a different weapon at the blacksmith. While clearing the first area, make sure to gather all the resources by digging, mining and cutting trees. You will be needing these very soon. You can find the tools for this around the area or buy them at the blacksmith. Congratulations, you have gotten your first levels. Now what to put your points into. For a mage, I would put points into 3 stats, those being health, intelligence and focus. If you like to be more tanky, consider putting points into equipment load as well. I suggest that you go for 16 int and 16 focus as soon as possible. The 16 int is for the weapon you will be using as soon as we get to town. The 16 focus is to gain 100 more focus. After 16 there will be diminishing returns and you will only get 10 focus per point onwards. When you make it to the city, I suggest using your Plague Ichor on your second weapon slot. After that, head to the town square, where you can upgrade the Enchantress. This will take an hour, so you can farm a new realm, or you can just change the time on your device to an hour later. After this, go to the Enchantress. She will now sell you the Cursed Staff. This will be your new weapon from now on. Also, buy the Repair and the Return rune, and the Gnarled Staff if you don't have one yet. Go to runes and place both the new runes in the Gnarled Staff. If you have found a gem that adds elemental damage, infuse it to the Cursed Staff. Next up, go to the blacksmith and upgrade both of your staffs as much as you can. If you do not have enough planks, go to the woodworker and buy some from him. The reason why we did the potion seller quest is because he is now in the city and he will sell us small vials of focus. That gives us 100 focus points. This is very handy for boss fights. Let's go over your 2 staffs for a moment. The Cursed Crone will be your main melee staff. This is why we infuse it with elemental damage. It will also be your special enemy or boss killer because the skill Thunderstrike. It costs 150 focus, but it does a lot of damage and it staggers bosses. The Gnarled Staff is like your HM slave in Pokemon. It's a utility staff with your long range attack on it. Fireball will be your long ranged attack. It costs 50 focus, but it can deal a good amount of damage and it can be charged. Channel is a rune that gives you focus in return for your HP. Repair costs 150 focus, but it repairs all your equipped gear. This is to save money. And last but not least is Return. This will be your teleport spell whenever you have to go back to town for buying or selling something. This should make it easy to get to the end game of the early access. Here are some goals for you while playing through the game. Upgrade your Enchantress to level 3 for the endgame staffs. Get 42 int to be able to use these staffs. Look for gear that increases your max focus, focus on kill, or focus on hit. This was my beginner mage guide. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please leave a like on the video. If you have any other questions, you can leave them in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.